For my 18th birthday, my parents threw a huge party, but not for me. My brother decided he wanted to celebrate his 18th again, and they let him take over the entire thing. I walked out mid-party and never looked back. A year later, he couldn't handle seeing how far I'd come without them, and his jealous meltdown tore the family apart. I should have seen it coming. My older brother Jeremy had always been the golden child. Star soccer player, mom's favorite. The kid who could do no wrong even when he dropped out of college after one semester. For weeks, mom and I planned my 18th together. We picked decorations, made a guest list, talked about the backyard setup. She even said, "This is your big milestone, sweetie. We're going to make it special." Then Jeremy came home for spring break. 3 days before the party, I walked into the kitchen and found them laughing over photo albums. Jeremy looked up and said, "You know what would be fun? If we did my 18th again, like a redo." I barely remember mine. Let's make it chill this time. Backyard, music, bonfire. My stomach dropped. Mom smiled at him like he just cured cancer. "Oh, that's a great idea. We can combine the parties. You two can celebrate together." I just stared. "I'm turning 18. He already did." Jeremy shrugged. "Yeah, but we're both at big milestones, right? It's not a big deal." Except it was. Over the next few days, everything changed. The decorations I picked got replaced with ones Jeremy liked better. My friends got cut from the list because we can't invite too many people. The cake flavor changed to Jeremy's favorite. When I complained to Dad, he said, "It's just one day, Caleb. Don't make it a big thing." The night of the party, I knew I'd been erased. The banner above the patio said, "Jeremy's 18th, round 2, with a winking emoji. My name wasn't anywhere. People showed up and greeted Jeremy first. "Didn't you already turn 18? This your party?" He'd laugh and say, "Nah, celebrating both of us today." But nobody looked at me. Nobody said happy birthday unless I reminded them. Then came his speech. Jeremy stood on a patio chair, drink in hand, and thanked everyone for coming to celebrate him. He talked about how special turning 18 was, how grateful he was to our parents for throwing this party. Never mentioned me once. I was standing 10 feet away holding a warm soda. My best friend Kyle whispered, "Dude, this is messed up." I nodded slowly. "I'm leaving. What about cake?" I looked at him. "Did they even get one for me?" His face said everything. I walked out the back gate before the candles were lit, walked 20 minutes home in silence, sat on my bed, and finally understood. They didn't forget me. They just didn't care. I moved out 3 months later for college, full scholarship. Didn't ask them for a dime. For a year, I barely talked to them. I worked 2 jobs, joined a film club, made new friends who actually saw me, wrote scripts, learned editing, built something real. Then I landed a summer production internship in Manhattan. Mid-sized studio, decent pay, real experience. I posted about it once on the campus board. Someone shared it, then another person. Then it spread. That's when Jeremy saw it. The texts came in a flood, angry, bitter paragraphs. He said I was showing off, that I only got the job because of diversity quotas, that I was a selfish brat who ruined his party. Then the family group chat. Jeremy ranting to mom about how I'd made her cry by leaving. And then Dad's response, the one that broke something in me. "Don't worry, he'll come crawling back when the real world hits him." I didn't respond. I screenshot everything and kept working. 6 months later, I finished a short film. Called it Second Son. It was about a kid whose family erased him from his own birthday. Quiet, raw, honest. It won a regional student film festival. Got selected for a showcase screening in my hometown. My parents showed up. Sat in the 5th row with Jeremy slouched between them. They watched the whole thing in silence as the story unfolded on screen. The favoritism, the dismissal, the birthday party where the wrong person blew out the candles. When the credits rolled, the room stayed quiet. Then applause. After the screening, mom found me outside. Her face was pale. "That was a lot," she said softly. I said nothing. "You could have talked to us." "I tried," I said. "You weren't listening." She flinched. "Is that really how you remember it?" "Yes." She looked down. "I didn't know it hurt you that much." "Because you never looked." Jeremy was waiting by my car when I got there. Arms crossed, defensive. "You happy now?" he said. "Made us look like monsters." I smiled, calm and
I didn't
cold.
have to.
"You did that yourselves." He shook his head. "All this just to prove you're better than me?" "No, Jeremy," I said. "All this just to prove I was here." 3 months later, he moved out after a massive fight with our parents. Tried YouTube, failed, bounced between jobs, eventually stopped posting online entirely. Turns out the golden child only shined when someone was standing in his shadow. And me? I kept going. Graduated with honors. Got hired full-time at the studio. Moved into my own place with a skyline view. On my birthday last week, I lit a candle. Not for a wish, but because sometimes the smallest flame burns down the biggest lie.